Yeah. So here we have a registered sex offender and a foster mother, both arrested for putting the foster kids into prostitution. Can you believe that? And the foster care system knew that this man was a pervert, knew that he was a registered sex offender, and still placed kids, girl kids, in their home. I am just at all. This is, this is just failing kids in the system. This is why you do not want your kids in the system. Eight girls. This is where they lived. Sharice Mitchell. They both pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking. Well, what are you gonna plead guilty to? You forced them into selling their body. This is just ridiculous to me.
There's this 9-month investigation, dug up all kinds of specific evidence, videos, messages, prostitution ads, all allegedly tied to one couple. Lived in the same Bronx apartment. He is a registered sex offender at that address, and she was a foster parent, and it was made clear in court that child services had that address and they knew his history.
Oh, wow.
In handcuffs, 38-year-old Kareem Mitchell and his wife Sharice, 51, went into court. You were doing this with foster children? Is that correct? The Manhattan DA's office calls this a sex trafficking takedown that came after a 9-month investigation. In evidence, verbatim texts about prostitution, money records on Zelle, ads for prostitution on Instagram and Facebook, and specifics regarding hotels and cars where sex acts allegedly took place. Involved 8 victims, all young women, 2 of them in foster care at the couple's apartment here in the Bronx. In court, both Kareem and Sharice Mitchell pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking and conspiracy charges, which, if convicted, carry up to a possible 100 years in prison for him and 75 years for her. Read in court, verbatim text like, pop you in the face, get in the car, from just this morning, including expletives promising violence. Allegedly, fear and threats were a daily occurrence in messages all reportedly in evidence.
Can't trust the
Most
female.
disturbing, Kareem Mitchell is a registered sex offender dating back to 2008. He served 5 years. His wife Sharice, at exactly the same address in the Bronx, was able somehow to foster 2 young women who, according to what happened in court today, literally were recruited from the foster care system for sex trafficking and prostitution. Their ages were not given. You have anything to say? The charges span areas of New York, but alleged prostitution also took place.
He got the devil on his back.
Connecticut and New Jersey. Charges against sex trafficking and conspiracy. If convicted, he could see 100 years. She could see 75. Both were called a flight risk today in court. No bail for the man, Kareem Mitchell. Millions in bail, which she is not expected to post for Sharice Mitchell.
Well, I guess the back of his jacket tell it all. Skeleton evil cult. I hope they wear you out where you going. I hope you get a taste of your own medicine. I hope they pimp you out in jail.